Today I want to share with you 5 house flipping growth tips, and a lot of these aren't the typical things you think of when you think about flipping houses. So stick with me, I've got some really interesting ideas to think about and things that are really going to help you in your real estate journey coming up.
For a limited time, you can get a free copy of Jerry Norton's Quick Start Kit with everything you need to flip your first house in 30 days or less. Download it now at myquickstartkit.com.
If you're new here to the channel, I'm Jerry Norton with FlippingMastery.com, and this channel is all about how to make more money flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and turn the bell notifications on so you don't miss new videos. Now, before we get started on these growth tips, there is one thing that I really want to emphasize first, and that is everyone's journey in real estate and flipping houses is different. Now, I've helped investors flip over $100 million in real estate, and with all of the clients I've worked with, if something works for one person in their market, it doesn't necessarily mean that the same exact thing is going to work for you or for another person in their market. Every person is different and every market is different. You have to be willing to try things and test things and find out what works best for you based on your personality, your goals, and most importantly, your market. For example, maybe for you in your market, working with agents doing on-market deals is best. Maybe cold calling tax delinquent leads works best for you. Maybe sending direct mail to absentee owners gets the best results. You know, driving for dollars is not the only strategy or the best for everyone and in every market. Maybe you should just wholesale, or maybe you should just fix and flip. My point is, every person's journey flipping houses is unique, and all of these things that people teach about flipping houses might not work or work as well for you in your market. You have to be willing to try, test, and track the results to find the specific things that work best for you. It doesn't matter how long it took someone else to get their first deal. That has absolutely no bearing on you. Stop looking at everyone else around you and focus on you personally and what works best for you, your goals, and your market. That is the most important thing that is going to help you grow and succeed moving forward. So let's talk about 5 house flipping tips and ideas that you really need to think about that a lot of experts just aren't talking about. When you go to these wholesaling and flipping Facebook groups and podcasts and YouTube channels, you'll learn things like lead generation, how to make offers, and where to find cash buyers. There is a ton of content out there on the mechanics of how to find and flip houses. Of course, my channel has the best content hands down, but the things I want to talk about on this video are more mindset and how to flip houses without getting burned out, and what you can do to actually enjoy the journey while making money and have your dream life, which is why you got into this in the first place. So the first thing is you have to have clear goals and clear intentions for why you're doing this in the first place, and you need to approach flipping houses like it's a business. Even if right now you're a one-person show, you need to be crystal clear about what you're doing before going out and before looking for deals. If you're not clear about what you're trying to accomplish, then you're going to be chasing too many different opportunities and you'll be really scattered. And that's what happened to me when I first got started in real estate. I didn't have clear goals and I was all over the place without any clear direction. Then I really honed in and I made the goal to wholesale 5 low-income homes per month in Detroit to buy and hold investors. Once I had that clarity, my business took off. I see this all the time where people are chasing that shiny object and they're trying to do rentals and lease options and wholesaling, and they don't have any real clear direction. When someone joins my elite mentoring program, the very first thing we do is we get crystal clear on their market, the kinds of deals they want to do, the price point, how many per month or year, and the desired profit margins. So many new flippers get sucked into thinking all they need is a deal, but getting a deal and doing deals consistently are 2 very different things. So if you don't have that clarity in place, you're not going to grow your business. And that brings me to my second tip, which is to build a solid foundation or base. You hear people say all the time that real estate investing is a marathon, not a sprint, and that's true to a certain extent. But unlike some long-term investing strategies like buy and hold rentals, success flipping houses isn't just a time thing. It really comes back to what we were just talking about, which is having clear goals and intentions with how many deals you want to do and what types of deals and the profit margin per deal. If you don't have clear goals and intentions and you're just putting time in, nothing is really going to happen. So yes, it is a marathon and it's not a sprint, but you have to be thinking about the finish line. You know, what's my next race after this one? Because once you accomplish one goal, you'll need to set another goal to continue moving ahead. That's how you build your business, and that's how you find success flipping houses. And with all of this, you have to trust the process. Flipping houses will work for you if you put the things in place to make it work for you. Now, what do I mean by that? First, make sure you have the right tools and systems in place. You've got to generate leads every day. You've got to be able to crunch the numbers and analyze those leads to get to your offer price. And you have to be able to present and make offers and all of the other steps to flip houses. Now, this is the very first thing you need to do. And the number one system for managing all of the steps to flipping houses is FLIPSTER. If you've never heard of FLIPSTER, not only does it organize, streamline, and automate all of the steps to flipping houses, but it actually finds and funds deals for you. It's really cool, so whether you're working on your first deal or you're doing deals every month, FLIPSTER can take you to the next level. Now, to learn more and to see it in action, just go to getflipster.com or click the link in the description. Now, keep in mind, consistently making money flipping houses doesn't just happen on accident. You have to build a base and you have to have that foundation in place to be ready for growth. And that's my third tip, which is to build momentum. Once you're clear on your goals and you implement the right system and you're checking all the boxes, you'll start to build momentum and deals will start to come easier and faster, and you'll have the infrastructure or the back office to support doing deals every month. Once you start to see that snowball roll down that hill and gain speed and get bigger and bigger, then more deals and more opportunities will start to come your way. So with clear goals, a solid foundation, and momentum, you'll take off like a rocket. Now, like I said, this video is focused on the mindset around success flipping houses rather than like most of my videos, which focuses on specific steps and techniques. Now, my next tip is something that I personally struggled with early on, but over the past few years, I've really tuned into this aspect of flipping houses and being in business for myself, and that's around the idea of working hard. I hear all the time these people talk about grinding and always be working and you need to hustle, and that's how you'll find success. But it doesn't necessarily work like that. If you're constantly grinding and always working and putting all this time, energy, and effort into that work, you're eventually going to burn out. It's going to wear on you mentally over time, which is why a lot of people who get into flipping houses burn out and quit. Yes, you need to hustle, and yes, you need to work hard, but you can't do that forever. You need to build in breaks. You need to give yourself time to step away from the business and make sure you're making time to take care of the other things in your life that are ultimately more important than just working and making money. When you're with your family, be present, put work away. Now, I'm not perfect at this all the time, but the more I build in time for my relationships and my spirituality and my health, etc., then when I do come back to work, I'm energized and I'm much more effective. For example, I hardly ever work on the weekends, and as a result, when Monday comes around, I'm energized and I bring my A game to work, and work stays fun and exciting. So I want you to be successful, and you need to take care of yourself as a person. So quick tip here, when you're working, hustle away. But when you're not working, leave work at work. Now, to do that, turn off all of the notifications on your smartphone for email and social media, and take time where you put your phone away. Stop checking your email 100 times a day. Focus on being present with whatever you're doing. Now, I recently went on a 2-week trip to Switzerland with my wife and my older boys, and I made it a goal to not work the entire time. And I think that was the first time in my entire life where I didn't check my email or do one phone call or anything. And it was the most rejuvenating experience, and I came back to work with so much more energy. You know, there's this idea that we can multitask and we can do all these different things at the same time. And it's just not true. It's actually the opposite. The people who can stay focused and present with one thing at a time are the most successful. Because when you have notifications on and all these things popping up, then you're splitting your attention in 100 different things and you're not as productive. So think about the things that are really diverting your attention away from what you should be focusing on. For example, when I'm making these videos, I turn off my computer, I put my phone on airplane mode so I can really concentrate entirely on recording the video without any distractions. Now, the other big change that's had a profound impact on my life and my business is instead of working from home, which I did for years, I rented an office space less than a half a mile from home that is totally 100% quiet. Now, by doing that, I noticed my productivity go way up because now there's separation. When I'm at work, I'm at work, and when I'm at home, I'm at home. And my last tip to help you grow your real estate business is to not be a perfectionist. Flipping houses is not a perfect model. You're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to not say the perfect thing to a seller. It's okay. It's better to take action, try something, see what works, see what doesn't work, adjust, and keep going. I like to tell people it's better to take imperfect action than perfect inaction. Like I said in the beginning, everyone's journey is different. So you have to test things to find out what works for you. If it works, do more of it. If it doesn't work, be willing to try something else. Until you try a lot of things and are willing to take certain risks, you'll never know what the best results are for you. So don't be a perfectionist. Start right now to generate leads, analyze deals, and make offers. Gather data, track your results, and then decide what to do from there. Now hey, if you like this video where I took a little break from tactics and focused on mindset, leave a comment and let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this one. And if you did really like this video, then watch this next video where I explain the 7 habits of a real estate millionaire. Now this is a longer video, it's about 30 minutes, and I really go into detail about how to think and act like a millionaire. So watch that now, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video.